record and present.
All right.
Alrighty. There we go.
This is
So welcome everybody. This is Cheryl, and Lizette is the other coach that's here today that's going to be doing this little sneak peek with me. And we have our own separate teams, but of course we work for the big team, which is Beachbody. And we're going to do a little presentation with you and kind of talk to you all about what our experience as coaches and what coaching means to us.
okay. So like Cheryl said, we both have our own individual teams. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. We both have our individual teams, but we decided that we wanted to partner up and join forces. That way we can share this opportunity with as many people as possible and share it from different angles, because Cheryl's life and my life are completely different. And we just want to show people that doesn't matter what your background is, doesn't matter like what your profession is, you know, anybody can do this. So my team is called Team Fit and Fearless. And Cheryl?
My team is called Team Aspiring Angels, and that happens to be an old picture of a summit trip with my first time of actually having coaches come to Summit. So that was super fun to have my coaches attend.
Yes, that was fun.
All righty. So what is coaching? Am I doing this one? I think so. What is coaching to me? And I'm just going to kind of read a little bit and then digress off of this. Beachbody is a highly reputable company and now is a public company that we are able to actually purchase stocks for, however you say that. We have the most innovative fitness programs, including the new Mix Fitness bike that's coming out in September. We have plant-based supplements. We now have a truly gluten-free supplement in our Shakeology, and they'll be continuing to go that route as they make new formulas. The company has created an opportunity for everyone who wants to share their journey and help others along the way. You do not need to be a fitness expert. You do not need to be at your goal weight. You do not need to know nutrition. The company has really set us up for success by providing us with all of that education and knowledge to be able to share with you. And so the quote says, sharing is caring. It's pretty much our business.
Help people. And I always say that this is like the best opportunity, because helping people, we start by helping ourselves first. Like, we have to be on our journey. We have to show that what we're doing can work for anybody. So sticking to a program, staying consistent, and it doesn't matter what your results are, and it doesn't matter what your transformation is. What matters is that you're showing up and you're letting people know that you're taking care of yourself, and that you're doing it with programs that are doable, that are effective in 20 or 30 or 45 minutes. And we help people, excuse me, by inviting them to our boot camps to join us every single month, so that we never plateau. So we always have a boot camp so that we can invite them to, and that way they continue on their fitness journey. And as a coach in the boot camp, you are helping people stay accountable by you showing up yourself, checking in on people, which is such a small little task for how really truly rewarding it is to see transformation just unfold, to see that, hey, you've made my life easier by sharing these resources and sharing your fitness journey, so that I can, you know, better myself physically, mentally, and even financially. Because when someone has a physical transformation, it's like a domino effect everywhere, mental, and you feel like you want to share this with everybody. So all the resources that we get from, you know, having the programs, having like the meal plans, the calendars, the trackers, you know, Fixate cooking channel, those are all resources that simplify our fitness journey and can help other people, because so many people just don't know where to start on their journey.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And we have so many amazing resources, and more coming out all the time, especially with Body coming out next month.
And the best part is that we don't have to figure that out. It's already there for us. We just have to share it.
Right. I think one of the biggest things that scare people is that they don't want to be a salesperson. They don't want to be salesy, and they have seen MLMs come through, you know, knocking on their door, doing all these things and being super salesy, and they don't like that. They're not comfortable with doing that. I know I have had those same comments come from someone that's on this on this call, and she's doing amazing. So, you know, she has found a way, and we teach you, and there's so many great resources on how to learn how to not feel like an icky salesperson and not have that, you know, you just, at the end of the day, just go, I really didn't feel good about how I did that. And so, you know, we share our journey, the good, the bad, the ugly, the in between. It's not all unicorns and rainbows. Our lives are not perfect. And you are, however comfortable you are sharing your life and sharing your journey, that's the way you do it. And so, you know, you go to Target and you try out a new mascara, or you find a new perfume or something, you're going to share about it, right? And so why would you not want to share these amazing programs and get compensated for doing it? And so that's why we share our journeys and share our transformations. And sometimes it's not a huge transformation. Sometimes it's just little things. Sometimes it's being able to go run with your kids. That's a transformation, whether or not it was a weight loss or not. But it's whatever transformation you are feeling that you have improved on some fashion of your life, your nutrition, whatever. But that's kind of how we share our journey, and it doesn't feel icky. It doesn't feel like we're selling something.
No, and can I add something else?
Uh-huh.
I've heard a lot of coaches say that when people are joining you, they're joining you specifically because there's so many of us coaches, right? But we all have a different way that we angle coaching. And when you decide to share whatever you want to share, because you have total control of what you want to share on social media and how much of it you want to share. But by sharing who you are and what your likes are, you are going to attract your people. So they're really joining Cassie, they're joining Cheryl, they're joining because they feel a connection there. So that makes the whole, hey, did you know that I have a boot camp every single month? And I think that you should really check out the details. So much easier because you're already sharing who you are and they're getting to know you. But I just always wanted to share that because for me, that was also really difficult in the beginning because I was like, oh my God, people are going to think I just want their money. And I did get that a couple of times, you know, but the more I started sharing me, who I am, what I like, what I dislike, just being me, I started, you know, attracting those people. But a lot of the misconceptions that people have when they're thinking about coaching, when someone's watching you and something's holding them back, the biggest thing has been, what will people think? What are people going to think of me because I'm joining this MLM? Thankfully, MLMs are becoming, you know, like bigger and bigger. And when I say bigger and bigger, I mean like people are becoming healthy mentally, financially, and it is one of the easiest way to become successful through an MLM. So it's not icky no more. And that hope, you still get those people that think, is this a pyramid scheme? It's not a pyramid scheme. Like I've always sent people like the definition of what a pyramid scheme is. And like what I do is not. I'm offering you a service and you're going to get something in return. When you invest, you're going to get something in return, you know? And a lot of people have said, which I should have added this in there, like, I don't have the time. I don't have the time to be a coach. And how am I going to start with coaching? Like, who are people going to unfriend me? Do I start with my family and friends? Like, how is this going to work? And I always say, like, listen, especially nowadays that we are all so hooked to our phone, social media, scrolling through reels, scrolling through people's stories. I always say, listen, if you have 20 minutes morning, midday, and nighttime, you can run this business starting on an hour. Like, it's just making it attractive for people to be like, okay, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. I got this. I can do this. I can do this during nap time. I can do this while I am on my lunch break. whatever it is. Now a lot of people like, okay, who would I start with? Like, do I start with family? Do I start with friends? And I said, yeah. How could you not want to bless them with this opportunity? You never know, like if they're secretly like, quietly have been wanting to start on their journey. And our fitness journey is such a personal thing that people sometimes stay quiet about it because, they don't know how to seek help. And maybe by you saying, hey, I just joined as a coach and I need the accountability just like you. Do you want to do this together? And you're going to get no's, and that's okay, but it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. But those are some of the misconceptions that people have. And just know that, what other people think is not your concern because they're not going to pay your bills. They are not, the more that you continue to show up and the more that you continue to be consistent, not only in your journey, but in sharing. People have been watching me for 4 years. And just now I have people that are joining me from 3 years ago, 2 years ago, so you just have to know that Cassie's not going anywhere. Cassie's going to show up because her journey is important to her, and people will see that.
Yep, exactly. And that whole thing with the pyramid scheme, I've seen so many good kind of graphics of that is, you have a CEO in an office, you have people under that CEO. That's just like we are. And people can, I have been on teams that coaches below you can outshine you and run above you. And so it's not the standard old pyramid scheme that we have heard about, or, back in the olden days. So just wanted to pop that in there. And so, like Lizette said, who do you share with? Who are, the people that you talk to the most? Who are the people that are in your circle of friends? And why would you not want to share this gift with them? And just ask them, hey, especially if people are watching you or people are asking you, what are you doing? You have so much energy, or you look so happy. Share that. Don't be embarrassed to share it. But just don't what we call word vomit all over them. That's kind of the one thing that as new coaches, I think we've all been guilty of that. And so first off, you want to find out what their goals are, invite them to give it a try. And, we have our monthly boot camps or your ongoing. My particular team, ours is an ongoing group. So people just keep joining it. I don't start a new one every month, but some coaches do that. So share this gift because especially now, we all need to be healthy, and what a blessing to be able to give this to someone and help them with their journey.
Love talking about this. I always get so excited talking about, how you make an income, because when you hear about the opportunity and you hear, hey, you can make an income from being, I'm just like, my eyeballs like lit up when I found out about this. And that also attracted me to this. Not only the fact that I tried one of the programs and then I decided to talk about coaching, but making money is important. And whatever fuels people is completely different. And whatever fuels you, if your journey fuels you and then the money comes, great. And if the money fuels you and then it's your journey, hey, whatever floats your boat, whatever's going to make you show up. But coaches make income 2 ways. When you're going to be commission because you're building your people, you're going to start building a team. And every time that you sell a challenge pack, you sell anything, you get 25% commission. Okay. But where the money really starts to roll in and you start seeing that residual income and those weekly paychecks, and those are really, really nice, by the way, are when you build a team, when you decide you want to share this. Because when you talk about coaching, you start attracting the people that want to coach. Like whatever it is that you talk about, that's what you're going to attract. So it's nice to have that weekly income, because you're talking to people about doing something that's going to benefit their life in every single aspect. So commissions at first when anyone signs up, and then as you build your team, you will earn bonuses, and there are so many of them and they add up very nicely.
Mm-hmm. And they help pay bills.
And they help pay luxuries too.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I pay for my pedicures and my Fabletics and my other fun things.
Hey, yeah.
So how do you get started? Let me just move this. Most of the time as a coach, you would start by beginning your fitness journey, selecting a program from BOD, and investing in yourself right off the bat. And when you purchase a challenge pack, which is our best bundle that you can get, that coach sign-up fee is waived. So you don't have to pay for that. So you're getting a year of the on-demand library, you're getting the nutrition programs, you're getting the 30-day supply of either your superfood shake, or if you choose to do the performance line, which would be the Energize, which is our pre-workout, plant-based pre-workout, or the recovery drink. And generally we have one of those bundles is on sale. And so right now we've got one that's on sale. We also, as coaches, have $10 off promo codes right now. And so, if it's something that you really want to get started with, ask your coach that invited you, and we'll be glad to send you a link to get started.
Okay, so these are all transformations of women within our boot camps, within our team. You can see me there. I am a mom of 3, and my body has transformed so much in the last 2.5 years. I have a girl who up here, closer to the top, she has lost 50 plus pounds 3 times, meaning she's gained weight with 2 of her pregnancies, 50 pounds. She lost it. She got into a really bad car accident, couldn't move, had to go to physical therapy, lost another 50 pounds. And it's just incredible to see. And I have my other girl who, as you can see, there's a very big difference in how she looks.
Wow.
She did keto, really wasn't sustainable for a long time until she found just having the right meal plan that was balanced, and having the support from the boot camp, and having someone say, hey, you can do this.
Mm-hmm. And I've got Jessica up there in the right corner, who has had even more of a transformation. And now she is a pregnant mommy. And so she got herself at the healthiest that she could have possibly done for this new baby. And it was her goal to be the healthiest she could be, to be able to get pregnant. And she did. So and this is one of my transformations from one of our programs called 9-Week Control Freak. I have had other transformations, but this was just one of my most recent ones. So, everybody has different ways that you transform. And like I said, sometimes it's non-scale victories, and it's just getting healthier and being able to run faster, or change your time on your runs, or be able to get up off the floor playing with your kids. I mean, there's just a ton of different ways that you can have a transformation. Sometimes it's just a mental one. And this is where we get to tell our stories. So 9 years ago, I started my journey. I was premenopausal. I was beginning empty nesting, and I was a parent that was extremely involved in my boys' lives as elementary all through high school. I was a Panther mom. I was a youth group leader. I very, very involved, and our house was the house where everybody came. So to become all of a sudden an empty nester and that to go away was pretty devastating. I had a job change. Because of being an empty nester, now I have this husband who I have to learn how to start dating again, because for 18 years, we were going separate directions, and with kids, and just so marriage, all of those things were popping up, and I got to the heaviest I'd ever been, even with being pregnant with kids. And I was very depressed. I was very unhappy. I was a mess, and decided to try out a program because I had seen one of my classmates as we were getting ready for a class reunion. She was going to Mexico. She had gone to Las Vegas for our summit, our national conference. And I was like, I don't know what she's doing, but I've tried everything else under the sun and nothing is working and nothing is sustainable. I might as well try this. And so she had me over for some Shakeology. And I went ahead and purchased at that time a challenge pack, which was DVDs. I did Chalene Extreme, which is a really old program, but it is a really good program. And I lost 22 pounds in 9 weeks. And that was the beginning of my journey. Things really turned around for me emotionally. I became a more confident person to be able to stand up for myself at my job, in my marriage. And I found something to do with my life because now I didn't have my kids. So now I had other people to take care of and to help and to mentor and to help them on their journey. So that's kind of my story.
And which completely different, and it's so crazy what drives people to this opportunity. But before Beachbody, I struggled with depression and mental health for years. Lots of trauma happened to me, and one of the biggest things that I had to battle was an eating disorder. I had anorexia, and I landed in the hospital quite a few times. I was in and out of the hospital getting intensive treatment because in high school, as a sophomore or junior, I was 89 pounds. That was the lowest in my life. And I just lacked self-esteem. I lacked confidence. I just had all of this trauma that was built up. And I felt like the only way that I could control that was by controlling my eating. And that having that anorexia felt like control. And I had no vision. I had no direction. I had no goals. And then I got married and had children. Having child number one, I bounced back immediately. Like within 2 months, they were like, oh my God, I can't believe, did you have a child? Having child number two, I compared everything to my first pregnancy and I struggled to lose the weight. And I started off by running marathons and I did that. And I fell in love with working out. But now I needed something that I can do from home because I have 2 kids and it was difficult to get to the gym. I would go to the gym and I would get called from daycare all the time. Come pick up your son. He's crying. I'm like, this is useless. I'm not getting a workout in. I'm coming here just to get dressed up, to go back into the locker room and take my children home. So I saw someone post about, sharing your journey and making an income. And when I saw the income part, and I'm being completely honest, I was like, oh yes, I want to make more money. Okay, but this also involves working out. So this might work. I told my coach at the time, I am not sharing this journey. I will sign up as a coach, but I am not sharing this journey until I know that these programs work. I committed to 21 Day Fix Extreme and I was blown away. And I was petrified because now I knew I had to talk about 21 Day Fix because it worked. Because I was like, home workouts do not work. Like there's no way. I need all the equipment. I need to be at a gym to lose weight. And it worked. And I was just seriously so like concerned because I'm like, how am I going to talk about this? But I thought to myself, if it worked for me in 3 weeks and I felt amazing, how is this going to benefit somebody else? So from that point on, I said, I'm going all in. And it's since then, like I've built a team, there's been ups and downs in my coaching journey, but I can honestly say that I am not going anywhere. These programs keep me coming back. And I think as I continue to come back, you'll continue to find people that want to join you. So, and now I'm a stay-at-home mom. And I can honestly say that this income is truly godsend. It is so nice to be able to look at your checking account on Thursday and say, oh my God, I got paid this just to show up and help other people and be their cheerleader. Mm-hmm. So it is very nice.
I totally agree. It is, oops, sorry.
I'm not sure if Cassie, if you have any questions, if there's anything that pops up in your mind as far as like, okay, like maybe you're actually doing the coaching part of it, like inviting people. Is that where you're at right now?
Did she hear you?
But it's okay.
Oh.
I have like kids from all corners. I didn't hear anything. It's almost
asking.
bedtime, so it's like
Yes.
We're getting there.
everyone's
Don't worry, we're
driving
gonna
me
end
nuts.
Mommy.
Yeah, we're gonna
We just, Lizette asked if you had any questions.
Mommy.
I don't think so. I mean, I think it's huge just to be able to say, like, you know what, like, one, like Cheryl's an empty nester, and like this kind of filled that void, and then to have the mom perspective too, because for me, like, that's the same kind of season of life that I'm in. I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, so for me, like, to know, like, okay, every like stage of life, like, this is for you. Like, it's not just for if you think you have the time or not, because you're showing up for yourself so you can show up for other people and show them, hey, like, if I can do this, you can do this. So
Exactly. And having, I mean, there's, I don't know how old Cassie is. I don't know how Lizette is, but I think, right, there's 3 different seasons right here, because Lizette's kids are a little bit older and your kids are little and my kids are way older. So you can, you can see how this can work for any age, and regardless of who you are, what you do for work or not, or if you're stay-at-home mom or like me, work full-time. There's so many different avenues that we can go, and so many different kinds of people that are coaches.
yeah, because like I work part-time, so we literally have like every kind of stage, little kids, part-time, and yeah, so
yeah, it's just making it work. And I mean, I have a 10-year-old now. Her birthday was just this week, and a 10-year-old. I have a 6-year-old and I have a 2-year-old. So I have them spread out, and I know what it's like to be busy and to honestly revolve your schedule around children, because that's really what we're doing. We're on their time right now. Like I said, Cheryl is completely different. She's an empty nester. So, and I think it's good to see the different, I guess, different lifestyles that comes with coaching, because then people get to see, like, it's doable. Like,
Right.
She's a mom of 3-4 kids, and she's making it work between however it is that she's making it work.
Right.
Cheryl's an empty nester, and she's got the time, so she's doing it now. And it's like, there's no age, there's no time limit, there's no nothing. It's just showing up. Everybody needs healthy.
Yep, exactly. I think, is that our, so we just want to thank you guys for either watching this live, Cassie, or watching it as a replay. And if you have any questions, we would love to get on a call with you. I really like to do one-on-one phone calls or Zooms to answer questions rather than messaging. So please reach out to myself or Lizette or Cassie, and we'd be glad to jump on a call with you and answer any other questions and help us to help you change lives, because that's our ultimate goal.
Yes, it is. I'm going to take a quick picture, ladies, and I know that everybody's got to go move on with their Sunday evenings, but if you can smile. Ready?
Put your phone down, Lizette. Oh, your phone was covering your face.
Okay, let me see. Ready? Okay, got it.
There we go.
All right.
Thank you guys. And Cassie, thanks for jumping on, and we'll see, I'll get the recording and put it up in the group as soon as we're done.